I'm Emily Mackenzie, author and illustrator of Wanted, Ralphie Rabbit Book Burglar, which has been shortlisted for the Independent Bookshop Week Picture Book Awards 2015. The IBW team have asked if I could film myself answering some questions about bookshops, which is a little bit awkward, but I'll give it a go. The first question is, what's your favourite independent bookshop? This is quite an easy one. I think it has to be Cogito Books in Hexham, which is the closest town to where I grew up. It's a really cosy, friendly bookshop, lovely staff, great selection of books, really excellent kids corner, really comfy sofa, and it's owned by Claire Grint, who is a school friend of mine. Claire has been amazingly supportive of Ralphie since its release in January. She organised my first events with local school kids in the bookshop, which was great fun, and allowed me to set up a window display there, hanging carrots from the ceiling and with cardboard Ralphies in the window, which was great fun. So thank you very much, Claire, for all your support. I also want to mention the Main Street Trading Company in St Boswells, which is another amazing shop. Really unusual books. I always find something there, discover something that I haven't seen before, so it was very exciting going to visit there. And they also have a brilliant cafe with really tasty soup. So if you're in the Borders, visit. It's great. The next question is, what's your favourite independent bookshop memory? This is quite a tricky one. I wasn't quite sure what to choose for this, but I think it has to be going to Forum Books in Corbridge, Forum Bookshop in Corbridge, in Northumberland, which I used to go to after school. They now have their own separate kids bookshop, which didn't exist when I was a kid. So I used to go to the original one, and I remember browsing all the Roald Dahl books and being intrigued but quite terrified by the cover of The Witches, which of course I took home and was completely scared to bits by at bedtime. The next question is, what's been your favourite bookseller recommendation? Again, this is hard to choose because often people recommend lovely books to me. But I was recently in the Golden Hare in a bookshop in Stockbridge in Edinburgh, and Ian, who works there, recommended Shackleton's Journey by William Grail, published by Flying Eye Books, which is a beauty of a book. Really pleased I bought this, and I'm learning a lot from it. So thank you for recommending that, Ian. The next question is, what was the last book you bought from an independent bookshop? I buy a lot of books, and I can't quite remember which the last one was. So I have no self-control when it comes to seeing books that I really, really like the look of. I just have to buy them. So I've picked a few. Whale in the Bath by Kylie Westaway and Tom Jellett. I also saw in Golden Hare. I totally fell in love with the illustrations. I'm really pleased I got that one. And next up, The Brilliant Smelly Louie by Catherine Rayner, who's a fantastic Edinburgh-based illustrator and author. This is gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. And I also got Creaturepedia by Adrienne Barman. This is stuffed, absolutely rammed with creatures. I only bought this quite recently, so I haven't had a chance to have a proper look through it yet, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then lastly, we have The Little Gardener by Emily Hughes, also published by Flying Eye Books, which is absolutely stunning. I love Emily Hughes's work, and if you like her book Wild, if you've got Wild, get this because it's great. Last question is, if you had to pick one book to give to a special someone, what would it be? Again, I can't just pick one book. So I've picked a few. It has to be Big Rabbit Bad Mood, which is one of my favourite kids' books. I love the big goofy mood in it. It always makes me laugh. And I would give this to my husband Al. In fact, I've given this to him because it always makes me giggle. And also I have Bear Hug by Catherine Mcewan, which is a beautiful book about bears. And I would give this to one of my best mates who's about to have her own little cub. And I also have Once Upon a Northern Night, which is lovely, and I would give this to my gran who's about to turn 90, and I think she'd really like it. And last of all, we have Home by Carson Ellis. This is a really, really beautiful book, and I would give this to my mum and dad, who gave me a fantastic home next to a forest in Northumberland. So I think that's everything. Thank you very much. Bye.